Noong 2013, paglabas ko sa village namin sa Parañaque, may nakita akong maliit na motor. The CF Moto Pango. It's a small 125cc bike that looks like a Honda Ape knockoff. I bought it and used it for about 8 months. Wala naman ako naging problema noon at naging masaya ako sa motor. At pasensya na kung kaboses ko ngayon ay si Gus Abel Gus. Sino ba ang CF Moto? They are a Chinese company that has been around for 20 years with offices in around 5 countries. 20 years? Bagets pa yan sa motorcycle world. And ganun talaga, pag bago ka, you have to go through what the other brands that have been around a lot longer did. And that is withstand the test of time. The company has come up with an entirely new lineup, totally fresh from the engine to the design. What was sent me was the CF Moto 400 NK.
Okay, and the key? This is awesome. Oh wow, this is brand new. Okay, thank you so much. We're gonna take this for a spin. Check out how this thing performs.
It has a 400.4cc engine. Yes, claro, pwede sa highway, may butal pa na 0.4. Double overhead cam, parallel twin. It's EFI, 6-speed transmission, ABS with 31.5 kW of power and 35.4 Nm of torque. Standard telescopic forks at the front and a cantilever monoshock with adjustable rebound at the rear. Looks-wise, mapapaisip ka kung bakit hawig KTM Duke. Well, the reason behind that is CF Moto hired Kiska to design their bikes. Who is Kiska? Kiska is behind the feel and aesthetic of KTM since the early 1990s. Yan, may bago kayong natutunan. Ang itsura ng KTM ngayon ay dahil sa Kiska. So yes, may ganun linya na pinanggagalingan. So kumbaga para sila magkapamilya design-wise.
Front brakes. These are 300mm floating chrysanthemum disc dual piston brakes. Chrysanthemum, it's a flower. ABS, liquid cooled. Rear brakes 220mm single disc. The bike also has what they call tilt sensor technology. Yung makina mamamatay siya if you are beyond 45 degrees. Your engine will not start if the side stand is down. The seat is actually, for me, a bit on the stiffer side of things. The trade-off kasi, they wanted this to be really, really low. And I think this is a great advantage for us Asians na gusto mag-big displacement pero hindi abot yung bike. Trade-off nga lang, medyo stiff. The tank, 17 liters. Gauge, 2 buttons. Odometer, trip meter, temperature. Interesting. Quality-wise, syempre when you say China and bikes, some have a bias saying, it's gonna have cheap plastics and all of that. The grips I like. These are the type of grips na hindi cheap na matigas. These are pretty good quality. You can feel it. Sticks and bars pretty good. If there's anything here that would feel cheap, it would be these red buttons. But everything else, these aren't bad. Switches, mirror. Yeah.
For this ride, we went around the city, Batangas, Marilake, Isabela, and I did about 1,400 kilometers. Yeah, nakibuntot lang ako sa banda ko.
It's Labor Day weekend, so my band is going to be playing in Batangas. Hello, everybody! We're going to be going there twice, so I figured I'm going to be riding the motorcycle. Kami po yung nagpasikat ng kantang Kisap Mata. Ingat kayo!
Pre, Santiago. Malayo pa? Sata na put ko eh. Finally, we have arrived. That's our drummer. Layo, 400 kilometers. Roommate kita?
Hindi ko lang.
Hi, I'm with Imago. Ang layo ng biniyahe ko ha.
Nakamotor ka lang, sir?
Hindi. Nag-helmet lang talaga ako pag nagkokotse ako.
Noong simula, ang pakiramdam ko is makupad. Then, alala ko, break-in nga pala. Never judge the first 100 kilometers, I always say. Noong pumalo na ako ng mga 200 plus kilometers, ayan, lumuwag na yung makina at nabuhay ang lakas na parang bumayak na yung bamboo at lumabas si Malakas.
Let's try the acceleration on this thing. Again, acceleration-wise, you're really gonna enjoy this more mid to high rev.
handling is a good point for the 400 NK. Matalas at matinik sa kanto. Quite nimble. Just remember you have to play in the mid to high rev range. Diyan kayo talaga mag-enjoy. Anything below 5,000 RPM is meh. Vibration naman noong braking period, yes. Medyo hindi pa nagsisettle yung bike and my hands were pinging. Pero nung lumawag na siya, ayan, nag-smoothen out na rin siya. Mileage, gas consumption.
Get the gas up. Hey boss, good hapon. Full tank blaze.
I was in walwal mode for about 90% of the time, and the worst that I got was 19.273 kpl. Now, nung nagpakatipid mode naman ako, the best I got was 33.808 kpl. So if you average this, you know, you're not really rushing, you're not really making tipid the whole time, you know, you're just riding normally, not thinking about it, you probably get about 25 thereabouts.
Okay, so I don't know if you can see it, there's an E there, and I see a mode button here. So I guess E is economy and S is sport. For the duration of this review, we're gonna stick it to sport.
Yes sir. Ano yan? CF Moto.
CF Moto pa.
Gusto mo tingnan? Ano yan?
Okay lang to, nakita ko na.
Nice, wala nagnakaw ng aking kutsyon. So we're gonna go back to Manila, and as I mentioned, because of the IB effect, how's the seat and the whole position of it all, especially for a long ride. You know, some sport nakeds, naka-angulo yung seat mong ganto, diba? So that means, because of gravity, it's going to be pushing you towards the tank. Pag naipit yung pantalon mo, pag na-push forward ka, it causes a syndrome I call IB, or ipit betlog. So, there's really no way around that. I don't know, maybe pwede niya ibaba yung rear para bumaba pa lalo pa, para umanggulo ng mas pantay sa ground yung seat. It can also improve the seat itself, maybe something thicker, or something mas madulas. Or if you're gonna go for a long trip, just, you know, rest every 50, 60 kilometers. Kasi pag matagal ka nakaipit na ganyan, this whole area is gonna be numb, at kahit anong pitik mo pa dyan, wala ka na mararamdaman.
Wow, that brakes pretty well. Really good.
Suspension, I think this was more designed for developed countries where the roads are near perfect. Stiff and sporty, as naked sport bikes go. So if I were to change anything, if you're going to use this every day, I'd change the shocks to take on EDSA on our crazy streets. Seating position is upright somewhat. Medyo Superman din yung arm position ko. The width of the handlebar is narrower than what I'm usually used to.
Alright, so one of the things I noticed about the riding position in terms of my arms, parang siyang Superman. Why? Because the handlebars are, at least for me, much narrower than what I'm used to, right? Rule of thumb is, if your handlebar is narrower, you're gonna be struggling with the steering a bit more. It's called leverage.
Now, if there's anything that could be improved on with this bike, I would say it would be the headlights. Most bikes of this displacement, LED na eh. And that's the rear.
Now, regarding engine heat, pag pumalo na yung aux fan, you're gonna have the heat directed towards your inner thigh. So, pag ganun na nangyayari, just open up your legs like that. Hayaan nyo lang bumuga yung aux fan, and it's fine. And traffic is so bad. Pero pag nasa highway ka na or weekend ride ka na, wala, di nyo na mararamdaman yung init. Wala namang problema. It's not gonna be as bad as a litter bike. Yun talaga mainit. But I would also commend the CF Moto, yung aux fan niya, tahimik. I mean, maririnig mo, pero hindi siya yung okay, we're at the tollway at magkakasubukan if they will question the integrity of my engine. We shall see. Come on. Chong, 400 talaga to. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Ayun. Apa. Thank you. Lusot, klaro. Tingin mo 400cc to?
Yan ang 400.
Malay mo, sticker lang yan. Ito, baka huliin ako nito. Hi! Hindi po sa defensive ako ha, pero 400cc talaga motor ko. Kano po?
Yung card sir.
Wala akong card.
Ako. Akin na naman.
Ay, may card pala. Tingin mo 400 talaga to? Talaga?
Wala po tayong ano.
Wala
po, meron sa likod.
Di na ba yung pinakamalapit?
400cc na ba yan sir?
Yes sir.
Pwede yan sa business.
Anong basement?
Akin na lang.
Sa buti na lang, 400cc.
Anong motor ba yan sir?
CF Moto. Bakit ganun? Pag 400cc, pwede pumarada sa basement. Di ko magets. Dapat kung motor, lahat pwede. Oh well, it's their basement, it's their rule.
With new bikes like these, I'm usually harder on them. Mind you, hindi ko to binaby, as in I really pushed this hard. In the almost 1,400 kilometers this was with me, I had no issues with it at all. Dapat bilang consumer, yan yung binabantayan natin eh. At hindi yung nagpapaka-racist tayo. Alam mo na, di ba, pag sinabi mong China, may bias ng iba. Paano pag ginawa ang CF Moto sa Germany, pero mga tumira naman mga Chinese immigrants? Ayaw nyo pa rin. Paano yan pag si Jacket siya na pala yung tumira nito? Ayaw nyo pa rin. Let the product speak for itself. The 400NK at 209,000 pesos gives you a twin parallel engine, access on the highway, great looks, care of Kiska, and mind you, it's Euro 4 compliant already. So yeah, this is a lot of bike for the buck. I think we can easily say that there are already some Chinese motorcycle brands with the proper mindset, discipline, and vision to take on the forerunners in the industry. And it looks like after 20 short years in the business, CF Moto is one of them. Again, it's a matter of time and consistency. This is Zach from Moto Features. Ciao.
Good morning. This is Chino, of course, from Motostrada. How are you?
Hi sir.
Zach, musta na mga boss? Guys, pasensya na kasi naka-boxers lang ako. Pero di naman tayo talo, di ba?
Hindi.
Okay, alright.